Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today we will be going through an author study on the author Jacqueline Woodson, who is known for her many award-winning multicultural novels and children's books. Jacqueline Woodson was born on February 12, 1963 in Columbus, Ohio. She is the third child in her family. She has an older brother named Hope, an older sister named Odella, and a younger brother named Roman. Her family spent some time in Greenville, South Carolina, and then moved to Brooklyn, New York when Jacqueline was 7. She used to say that she'd either want to be a teacher or a lawyer or a hairdresser, but determined she was the happiest when she was writing. Jacqueline Woodson received a bachelor's degree in English at Adelphi University in 1985. She also studied creative writing at New School for Social Research, which is now called New School University. After that, she worked in New York City as a drama therapist for runaways and homeless children. Currently, she is a full-time author and lives in Brooklyn, New York with her partner, 2 children, 1 cat, and 2 dogs. Her daughter's name is Tashi, and her son's name is Jackson Leroy. The target audience of Jacqueline Woodson's novels and books are primarily children and young adults. Here are some of her children's books. As you can see, African Americans are widely represented throughout many of her books. We will be taking a closer look at a few of these books in just a moment. Here are some more of Jacqueline Woodson's literary works. These novels on this slide are specifically targeted at young adults. It's important to recognize the recurring themes and subjects throughout many of her novels. She often tackles tough subjects such as race, class, gender, family, sexual identity, teenage pregnancy, and interracial couples. Jacqueline Woodson typically writes about invisible people, which may include young girls, minorities, homosexuals, the poor, and others who may feel ignored or forgotten in mainstream America. Here are a list of the awards that Jacqueline Woodson has won throughout the years. She's won the Newbery and Caldecott Medal, which are considered the 2 most prestigious awards for children's literature in the United States. She's also won the Coretta Scott King Award a few times. This award is given annually to outstanding African American authors and illustrators of books for children and young adults that demonstrate an appreciation of African American culture. Brown Girl Dreaming is one of her most popular books. This memoir tells the story of her childhood in verse. In these poems, she talks about being raised in South Carolina and New York and what it was like to grow up as an African American in the 1960s and 70s, living with the remnants of Jim Crow and her awareness of the civil rights movement. She also writes about finding her voice through her writing. I will now read a poem at the beginning of Brown Girl Dreaming that I feel represents her writing style and overall tone of the novel. February 12, 1963. I am born on a Tuesday at University Hospital, Columbus, Ohio, USA, a country caught between black and white. I am born not long from time or far from the place where my great-great-grandparents worked the deep, rich land, unfree, dawn till dusk, unpaid. Drank cool water from scooped-out gourds, looked up and followed the sky's mirrored constellation to freedom. I am born as the South explodes. Too many people, too many years, enslaved, then emancipated, but not free. The people who look like me keep fighting, keep marching, and keep getting killed. So that today, February 12, 1963, and every day on from this moment, brown children like me can grow up free. The next book we will be discussing is a children's book published in 1997 called We Had a Picnic This Sunday Past. This book is about a young girl, Tika, and her grandmother going to a Sunday picnic with the family. This book describes different family members that attend the picnic as well as all the yummy food that was brought by them. I think the major theme throughout this book and many of other Jacqueline Woodson's books is family and the importance of family. Jacqueline Woodson wrote this book to keep her promise of putting her niece, Tika, in a book. Here is a quote from the book. "Goodness, that picnic table was something to see. Topped it off with cookies, melon, homemade ice cream, and the most delicious store-bought cake Cousin Martha never made." Another children's book by Jacqueline Woodson is called Visiting Day, that was published in 2002. It is about a young girl who looks forward to the day she gets to go and visit her father in prison once a month. I like this book because it portrays that not every family has the same situation, but can have love in their family still. This book won the 2003 Skipping Stones Honor Award. Here's an important quote from this book. "And only on visiting day do I get to tell Daddy everything that has happened over the month. While I sit on his lap and he pulls on my braids, smiling his big, me and Grandma have been gone forever smile. Laughing his big laugh, showing me and my Grandma off to his friends, pressing peppermints into my hand and kisses against Grandma's cheek." Another children's book by Jacqueline Woodson is Pecan Pie Baby, which was published in 2010. This book is about a little girl named Gia who is tired of hearing about her new baby brother or sister that's on the way. Everyone in their life seems fixated on the new baby, but Gia is happy with the way things are. She's worried that the new baby may ruin the special bond between her and her mom. This book again portrays the theme of family, and it covers an important worry that many children have when getting new brothers or sisters. Here is an excerpt from the ending of the book when Gia's mom assures her that everything will be okay. "Later on, Mama came upstairs and sat beside me. I didn't look at her. 'You know what I'm going to miss the most when the baby comes, Gia?' Mama asked. 'I know what I'm going to miss the most,' I said. My whole life before the ding-dang baby,' Mama said. I smiled. 'Yeah, before that ding-dang baby.' 'Guess what?' Mama whispered. 'What?' I said. 'I'm going to miss that too.' 'For real, Mama?' 'For real.' 'Those were the good old days,' I said. Mama smiled. 'Guess you're going to have to tell the baby all about it.' I nodded. 'I guess I am.'" The next children's book we will be talking about by Jacqueline Woodson is called The Day You Begin, published in 2018. This book talks about what it feels like to be an outsider. It encourages children to find beauty in their lives and to share their stories with others because it is nearly always possible to find someone a little like you. I love this book for its beautiful message and lyrical text. Here is an excerpt of this last page of the book that outlines what happens when you have the courage to begin to share your stories with others. "This is the day you begin to find the places inside your laughter and your lunches, your books, your travels, and your stories, where every new friend has something a little like you, and something else so fabulously not quite like you at all." To get a closer look at this book, please check out my Read Aloud video on my channel. As you can see, Jacqueline Woodson is a great example of an author who isn't afraid to touch on tough subjects in today's world, including race, class, gender, and sexual identity. Her books share and celebrate the different diversities in today's society. I hope this video encourages you to check out her literature and other different multicultural books from other authors.